What's up, y'all? Late night read. All eyes on you, alright? It is all eyes on you. Everybody is watching to see what is going to happen next. They're all watching the show, waiting on you to fall, waiting on you to fail, and you just keep rising. You just keep getting better and better and better. Clarify all eyes on me. Somebody's a shapeshifter, a reptilian in this energy, could be a draconian reptilian, and they're watching you. Somebody runs drugs. They work for a cartel or some kind of mafia, some kind of drug cartel. Somebody could be a Virgo, September could be their birthday. Somebody works for the Mexican mafia. They run drugs for the cartel, all right? This shapeshifter energy. And they're watching you. What are they watching you do? They're definitely watching. You could be a descendant of Atlantis. You could be suffering from some kind of amnesia, retrograde amnesia. Alright? Could be a lot of memory loss. Okay? A lot of things you don't remember from your past. Possibly for when you were a child or a kid. You're about to get some kind of victory here. Alright? And they're all watching to see if you've gotten this victory yet. This is a shape-shifting reptilian trickster spirit, all right? Some kind of a demonic entity. Somebody, they thought you died, all right? But you were reborn. Somebody thought it was over. You were done. Lights out, it's over. They thought they won. But just like the phoenix, you rose from your own demise and then recreated a whole new beginning for yourself. You're creating, hey, late night read. Late night read. I couldn't sleep. And I'm like, I'm just going to come here on for a little while. There's an attorney coming towards you who handles the estate here for this wealthy man. Whoever the attorney was that handled the estate for this wealthy man, they're about to come towards you and tell you about some kind of victory that you've won. Somebody could have literally, your ex could have already been arrested. They've already called the police and called the laws and had this person arrested. Something to do with a dismemberment, all right? Jamaican, all right? Somebody wanted you to carry their karma for this. Somebody literally unalived somebody here. And they were trying to have you carry their karma. And we ain't doing that. Tell me more about this dismemberment. So somebody, these people that are in this drug cartel could have dismembered somebody. Somebody that's a part of the Mexican mafia. Tell me more. Time to let go. All right, somebody could have traveled to Jamaica to have some kind of voodoo done or some kind of a ritual done here to cause you to be in some kind of unemployment situation or unemployed. Somebody wanted you to be broke, busted, and disgusted. Hey! I couldn't sleep, so I was just going to come over here. I'm still awake, child. Yeah, you're working with dragons, all right? There is a solar dragon, all right? Where did that card go? This is the solar dragon, all right? The solar dragon represents rebirth, transformation. It's a solar white dragon. It's associated with the sun and creation and something to do with you being a warrior. We all up. We getting a late night message, all right? We want to see what spirit wants you to know tonight, all right? Before I go to bed. Let's see what else is coming out. Somebody's sister unalived them. So there is somebody here whose sister took them out. All right. Well, they're not here anymore. They passed on, but they were taken out by their own sister or a family member here. All right. Family like this, you don't need enemies. I'm telling you. When you got a sister that's that jealous of you, that she unalives you, you got to listen to your intuition when it comes to these family members. Sometimes blood ain't nothing but that, blood. Sometimes you got to walk away. I don't care who it is. Your grandma, your grandpa, what Kendrick Lamar say, I walk away from my grandma if she don't see things the way I see it. Hey, what Kendrick Lamar say, I'll walk away from my own grandma if she don't see things the way I see it. And then again, sometimes you just gotta pop out on them, and that's what's happening here. You about to pop out on them. Clarify this sister that unalived their own family member here. Somebody unalived their own sibling. Wow. You know what? For somebody here, your aunt took out her own sister. Oh, hell no. You're doing too much, girl. Oh, boy. Here we go. Do we got a live one? We got a live one now. Anyway, I'm just telling you what I see. There's a lot of secrets that are being kept. This is going to be very heartbreaking when you find this out. This is like a Three of Swords type of energy. Like, this is a secret that somebody is trying to take to their grave. These people, they don't have a soul. All right. Somebody was trying to have you wrongfully in prison. Somebody could have been trying to make up some type of fake charges. And because you have amnesia and you don't remember, this person has an addiction. Somebody has a very bad addiction and they're running drugs for the Mexican cartel. All right. It has something to do with a dismemberment. And these people are going to jail for RICO crimes, racketeering, kidnapping, drug trafficking. Okay? Clarify wrongfully imprisoned. That's gonna be what we clarify right now. And then we'll do something else. We'll clarify one thing at a time. All right? Wrongful imprisonment. Somebody was trying to have you wrongfully imprisoned for something or set you up to be wrongfully imprisoned. Clarify wrongfully imprisoned. Who are they trying to set up here? Atlanta, Georgia could be significant. Atlanta. Ooh. Georgia. Somebody that has an addiction. Maybe they were saying you have some kind of a drug addiction. That you do drugs. That you smuggle drugs or something. Alright, tell me more about wrongfully imprisoned. Somebody could have already been arrested for this. They could be in prison right now for something they didn't do. This could be what they do. They set people up to take the fall, be the scapegoat. Somebody could have tried to make you the scapegoat for an uncle's murder here. An uncle that was sacrificed and wrongfully in prison. You know what? That could have been the sacrifice. That they had this uncle wrongfully in prison. Clarify this uncle. They could have said he was on drugs. Tried to have him Baker acted. Tried to have him in a mental hospital. This is an uncle that really values your heart. Somebody needs to be bonded out of jail. There's a bail bondsman here. Somebody had your uncle wrongfully imprisoned for something they did not do here as a sacrifice. Alright? Not all sacrifices is literal death. Some sacrifices are humiliation rituals. 1111, as I said that. Okay. We have 911 emergency. Somebody could have got rushed to the hospital for some kind of overdose. There's a cult leader here that's a predator. Tell me more about this uncle. Somebody is a predator. There's a nurse practitioner here that is also doing some shady things for this cartel. This was a humiliation ritual here. Somebody's uncle was under a humiliation ritual to get in this organization by this cult leader. They sacrificed this person and had this person put in prison for drugs. These people are walking towers. They make other people their casualties. They make other people their casualties. Like, these are people, they don't get their hands dirty. They use other people to do their dirty work. So that person is the one that gets in trouble with the police when it gets investigated. Now they're panicking because something is being revealed in the public eye. Now they're having anxiety. Oh, you should have did that a long time ago. They're panicking because this attorney is about to come towards you. This could be something your uncle left you. An uncle with some, I don't know. An uncle who has an attorney that's handling his estate. Somebody could be trying to get out of prison. Because this is a humiliation ritual. This is somebody who wanted to be in this organization. So somebody went to the crossroads to try to sacrifice this person. There's something about a baby girl here. They're panicking about this baby girl that is exposing them. Clarify the baby girl. Why are they panicking over you? You might not be a baby no more, but this is still how somebody sees you. They see you as their baby girl. Okay, come on, attorney. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this attorney. Somebody is seeing how strong you are, how you have endured all of this. Somebody destiny swapping, wanting you to carry their karma. All of this, most of the things you've been through is not even because of your karmic debt. This is somebody else's karma you were dealing with. People who did not value you. Tell me more about this attorney who's handling this estate. It's something about an oil field. So there could be an attorney that's handling this estate and dealing with an oil field. Something about an oil field coming through some land. That came up before. Somebody wanted to have their consciousness transferred to somebody else. Okay, that's not weird. I'm telling you, there is definitely something about these CIA programs and these experimentations that be going on behind the scenes, like with technology and artificial intelligence. Like, these people literally are trying to live forever, to literally live forever and not die by taking somebody else's body. I'm getting like a Get Out, taking somebody else's body, somebody else's destiny. So there is an attorney that is handling this estate or handling this bank account, okay? All right, tell me more about this attorney that is handling this bank account for this baby girl. This person could be the one that's panicking. It could be that this attorney is a little bit crooked. Okay? Why is this attorney? This could be a bank attorney. This could be a lawyer that sues banks. There are certain lawyers that sue banks. All right? This could be a bank lawyer. It's a predator. Tell me more about this attorney. Give me something. Give me something. Oh, man. There's a letter. This attorney is holding some kind of information too. This attorney is holding the letter from your father or your letter from whoever this estate belongs to. There is some kind of communication that you did not receive, all right? And it was addressed to you. And this is somebody that calls you baby girl, all right? Tell me more about this attorney, Holy Spirit. Angels, Archangel Metatron. I'm gonna stay till the bugs start coming out. Sometimes the bugs, they find ways to get in here, especially when I start doing readings. But there's a funeral service here. So I feel like this attorney was given something to give to you. All right, something that was supposed to communicate to you, and your ex kept this communication from you. All right, or whoever it is in your story that has been your nemesis. All right, this person kept this communication from you, or the knowledge of this communication. They've always been trying to block your third eye activation as well. They could have used your sister to work against you. Your sister could be the one that's paying for spell work. I'm gonna have to clarify Papa Lake, but why is he here? You were given permission to work with spirits. Okay? And these are people who wanted that. They wanted that authority. They wanted to be able to work with spirits. But you can't do this unless you're given permission. Alright? This bishop, he wanted this permission. But they don't want him. Spirits chose you. They chose you to work with. If you ever seen the movie Beowulf, okay? It was a guy, he wanted to be king. So he made a deal with this creature, right? And the creature, the only way that she would help you, because she was like a serpent, but the only way she would help you is if he gave her a child, all right? So this king gave her a child. The child's name was Gilgamesh, all right? It's something about passing a test, healing your wounds, dealing with your karmic debt here. Somebody, they didn't want to deal with their karmic debt, so they've been watching you with drones, remote viewing. There's something about $20,000 here as well. Egypt is significant. There's some kind of a portal, a gateway or something in Egypt. So you may get to travel to Egypt. I mean, maybe you want to see those ancient sites. You're going to get to do some traveling. Tell me something else. This is a karmic soul tie. Everything you touch turns to gold. You now have this Midas touch. You say, I always wanted to go to Egypt too. You solved your own cold case. They did not know. They didn't know that somebody was trying to set you up. You know, I think these are people, they were like, you know what, this is just crazy. They used you as bait to catch this person. because they knew that this person was going to come after you because of something you know. All right, and you've been used as bait. Clarify, Papa Legba. Like somebody's been petitioning your ancestors, like Papa Legba, Oshun, all the Orishas. They've been conjuring pain, big money, all right, for his assistance. This is a past life op or a past life soulmate, all right? They were paying $20,000 with your money through the courts, with the law here. Somebody, your mother is very jealous of you. She always thought her boyfriends were looking at you or wanting you or something. Jealous of your youth, jealous of your gifts, just jealous of everything. Now that you know that your parents tried to sacrifice you, you realize your parents are karmic soulmates, all right? There was some type of ancestral relationship here. They could have even got married, okay? And now they're watching you, all eyes on you. This could have been a twin flame connection. Come on, y'all. They're working with somebody's landlord here to cause some kind of loss or devastation. Oh my goodness. These people, this must be some kind of incestuous cult. This is one of those cults where they sleep with brothers and sisters and cousins, sleep with cousins, and yeah. Somebody's looking older due to all the glamour spells. This person is a walk-in. They're not even of this realm. Somebody's going to prison for kidnapping, counterfeiting. Somebody's printing fake money. There's some kind of counterfeit money ring. They're making fake money in a warehouse somewhere. Also running guns and drugs. Tell me about this walking soul. Like you could be sharing your soul. I said that before, but this could be a crime family. It's just a family of deviants. Somebody's name could be Ginger, running drugs for the cartels and running guns and drugs. It's right here. It keeps coming out. You might need to sage your home, sage your space. I'm going to do that right now. I don't use sage, but I use incense. I use incense. Welcome. I'm Indigo Crystal Goddess. I'm up here this time of night. I'm not going to be on here long. Alright, I'm just going to stay on until I get sleepy. Y'all, if you'd like to support your girl, look out for me. Alright, look out for your girl. Your ex is a past life soulmate, alright? And he's a part of some kind of crime family. They could run guns and drugs. Alright? Somebody could be Hispanic, okay? Don't have to be. But this is definitely a family of criminals, alright? Somebody's even an arsonist. Tell me about this crime family, Holy Spirit. They're a bunch of deviants. They can't be. They regret coming for you. They regret coming up against you. Your landlord could be working with these people, coming in your unit when you're not around. They're definitely predators. Any money that was stolen from you is going to be returned to you 100-fold. This is like Job, okay? These people plan to finish the job, stay away from them, alright? This karmic mother, she planned to finish the job, alright? Somebody's bank account is on zero. Somebody's going through bankruptcy, or they're losing all of their crap. They're losing their home, their job, everything. I told you this is an incest cult where they sleep around with family members. They sleep with other family members. Hmm. I don't know what that's all about. That's nice. Something about child pornography here. You got a great, great, great grandmother here. Okay, thank you. Coming through the energy. Somebody's name could be Sammy. Okay, retrograde amnesia, memory loss. You could have had a seizure. You could have had a car accident. Somebody's car could have got hit by a deer. Something about a party, right? Holiday gathering. They could have planned some kind of an accident to happen at a holiday gathering. There was some kind of a traumatic experience you went through, all right? You just don't remember. And it was with this karmic soulmate. It could have been with this person. This karmic soul tie, all right? This is a past life soulmate. Oh my goodness. This person could be a worship leader of a lodge, okay? It's called a worshipful master. That's the head lodge guy, okay? Somebody helped cover up a murder. Somebody covered up a murder of a family member, a close relative. They got help from these Masons, this organization, this government officials. Why am I seeing the same cards? This is somebody named start with a D. Something about a virus, Marburg's virus. There could be an outbreak of Marburg's or some type of bird flu or something that makes you bleed from the eyes. I don't know. Somebody's been in silent competition with you, competing with you, but you're a healer, all right? You're some kind of a healer. This is a serial pedophile here that watches child pornography, all right? They're full of their ego, all right? Your anointing is pressure. Your anointing is putting pressure on these people. Your grandmother is putting pressure on these people. This is somebody that's very hard-hearted. They're very stiff-necked. God is allowing these people to stay in this energy of being hard-hearted. He has hardened their hearts. They can't do the right thing. They don't even know what the right thing is to do. They're narrow-minded and closed-minded, and you're going to get some kind of a message here. All right. Something about $300 million in a trust fund from your father, your real father. Somebody's name could be Moses. All right. Have an attitude of gratitude. Stay grateful. Tell me more about this. Somebody named Moses. Who is this Moses? Somebody is queen of the damned, all right? Aaliyah could be significant. This person has sleep paralysis. They can't move. You have elephants as your spirit animal. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all other things will be added, all right? God is about to increase your storehouse. You're about to be blessed, overflowed. Somebody's coming toward you to give you some closure about this and let you know that you are on point about somebody being buried in a shallow grave. All right? These people unalived somebody, dismembered somebody, and buried them in a shallow grave. I'm telling you. They could have used a gang to do this. Gang members. Somebody start with an N. All right. Somebody, you're a Navajo Indian. You could be seeing 1111. You could have been born C-section. All right. And this is a group where they use pregnant women. Like they could even have an organization or something where they claim to help pregnant women, but this is some sort of trafficking going on where they do C-sections, they knock the mom out, take the baby, and they sell the baby. All right. This is somebody who has a private jet here. I'm telling you, this is some sort of an organization where they take women, or women volunteer to come to them thinking they're going to get help. All right. But they really take these people's babies is what they. Yeah, you got Hecate in the energy. Hecate is a goddess. Okay, she wards off the negativity. She wards off negativity, or helps guide people through difficult situations or difficult choices they have to make. Red Dawn could be significant. That's a movie. You could be seeing hawks. Somebody, you're working with Ascended Master Buddha, okay? You have descendants that were Knights Templars, all right? And somebody tried to sacrifice you to a Rumpelstiltskin demon, all right? Or they tried to sacrifice you to Papa Legbo, all right? You're the Beast Master. You could have the ability to communicate with animals. These witches, they use soul food to initiate people into their covens or cults. They use food or soul food. They're all sellouts. This mother-daughter duo. The feds use you as bait to catch this mother-daughter duo that's been sending you evil eye, okay? Along with your karmic father that's attacking your page. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Okay, Spirit needed you to see things from a higher perspective. You have the body of a goddess, okay, or a god. All right. Somebody was living a double life. They were living double lives, all right? God hid you right in plain sight. He hid your value from them. You set them up. You were used as bait to set them up, literally. Something about your voice, your throat, your voice, singing, all right? Spirit wants you to sing more, all right? Do more singing, more self-love. Okay? What else we got? Come on, Spirit, give me something new, please. An uncle sold out his own niece or nephew. All right. So this uncle that ended up getting sacrificed may have done this to their own niece or nephew before. All right. This is like a whole coven of people. They just screw over their family members. There was misconduct, or whoever was over this estate. Your father found out about this abuse, some sort of abuse that was going on here. Now these people are facing God's righteous judgment because of some monthly payments or statements. They know that these people are not spending this money on you. All right. Now a decision has been made in the court, and you're coming into this Jupiter abundance frequency, okay? You're about to be awarded for your hard work. All right. What else we got? You're about to be awarded for all your hard work. Keep up the good work, collective. Somebody's name starts with a Z. All right. You've been a targeted individual. They've been targeting you since day one. Okay. Somebody could have a barber shop here. You're a secret agent for God. Somebody destroyed the wheel, but there was somebody sacrificed someone. There was some kind of sacrifice or some kind of a death, unalive in here. And there's a body somewhere in a whale. I keep picking up on that. This could be somebody unalive their karmic lover here with spell work. And there's a secret indictment. So somebody's been being secretly indicted because of this ultimate betrayal of trying to unalive their own karmic lover. there's just no. Oh, Cody's back. Oh no! What did Peter, James, and John wonder about? Whether or not they joined the right cult. You outrank these people, like you, because of everything that you've been through. Somebody, V is significant. Somebody name start with a V, first, middle, or last. Because you've been so patient, your patient endurance is how you're raising your rank. Somebody could love the color red, but you're raising your frequency and your rank here, and these people you outrank them. You outrank them. There's nothing they can do, and now they got storm ahead. Storm warning ahead for them, all right? Because of these nasty spirits they kept trying to send towards you. Now those spirits are coming back on them. You inherited a large sum of money when you were a child, all right? You will be booked and busy, okay? If whatever business you got going on, whatever your money might be looking funny, honey. It's about to get better, all right? Get into nature. Get out there, get grounded, okay? You're never going to have to borrow again, all right? You're going to be able to lend and not borrow. You're not going to have to borrow, all right? These people are not your parents, all right? You could have been adopted or something. You're going to start a new career, all right? Somebody might want to work with you here. Okay, you're a shaman. Use your shaman symbols, all right? She's a cold-hearted snake. She don't play by rules, all right? Paula Abdul. God disguised you as a sheep to catch a wolf in sheep's clothing. You were the bait. You passed the test. You gained your wings. You're now a shaman or shamika, okay? Whatever this Bitcoin is, you're going to get it back. You may have invested or somebody else invested. Somebody's Bitcoin might have got audited. I don't know if they audit Bitcoin, but it's out. Somebody's Bitcoin got audited and they're trying to cover it up. They're trying to cover up something about a drowning too. This is why you could have breathing problems, because somebody trying to cover up something about a drowning, or you almost drowning, or tried to drown you, okay? Your spiritual animal is the dog, because you're very loyal, and dogs are very loyal. You're very protective. Dogs are very protective, okay? Karmic aunt involved. Somebody name start with a W. There was a will, all right? Somebody was in the military. This is your doppelganger, your karmic aunt, or your karmic mom. I mean, because this spirit said you got a whole different set of parents. This could be your aunt, not your mom, okay? You're going to be famous, all right? You could be having problems with bloating, gut issues. Spirit is saying to back off the gluten, okay? Because gluten is keeping you from absorbing your food. It's keeping your body from absorbing your food, all right? You're going to find out something about your uncle here, the one they sacrificed. You're going to find out that your uncle is your father, all right? Ooh, the FBI has been investigating this church. These people have been genetically modifying humans here. Genetically modifying humans, all right? They thought they were attacking you, but they were really attacking God. All right. Somebody could be European or from Europe. You could be seeing 1111. All right. Somebody was sacrificed. This is a man eater. Somebody is very aggressive. This is a very aggressive female who is a prostitute here. All right. Very aggressive female. Could have a lot of men but don't love nobody. And she does sex to get judges caught up. You know, she's the one that they use to blackmail people to get them in some kind of position where they could use it against them. All right. These siblings, they're just like this mother. All right. Your siblings are just like this mother. Your sex is divine. All right. New Jersey is significant. What else, Spirit? Holy Spirit. These people are enraged. They're enraged because it's over. They're mad. This man eater. She is mad. All right. She's part of some kind of secret society. Skull and Bones, Eastern Star. Drake is significant. Drake could be the head lodge leader over this Skull and Bones coven or cult. Okay. He could be the head poobah. I don't know what they called it. Where was that card said? Of course, I can't find the card now. The lodge leader. The worship master. I'm not gonna find it. I ain't gonna worry about it, but y'all saw it. This is sex magic cult, okay? They do sex magic. They've been stealing your money, stealing any type of money they can get their hands on. They try to mess over you. Working with a doctor's office. We're gonna find out why. Why are they working with a doctor's office? Something about the quantum jumping. You could be literally quantum jumping through timelines here. Or somebody has the quantum dot tattoo here. And they've been genetically modified, okay? You're exposing the lies. They can't hide behind their lies anymore. And something is boomeranging right back to them. Whatever communication was left to you by your father and they withheld this information, they're going to have to give it to you. There's also some money, all right? So you were left a letter and some money. You were adopted from overseas. They're all going to jail for the part that they played. They've been hacking your social media accounts. Spirit is saying pray against the voodoo dolls, okay? Pray against the voodoo dolls. Pray against the witchcraft. Pray against the altars. That's your karmic uncle. And your ex-husband. Thought the Atlantean could also be reaching out to you too. I came across a video and it was talking about Thought, the Atlantean. So you could be being drawn to Thought. All right. Anything else in here? Somebody says you're fine as hell. See, that's their problem. They always looking at the outside, all right? You more than just a pretty face, all right? Now they're disappointed because whatever they were investing with Bitcoin here, it got audited. Your child betrayed you as well. Somebody has an account with Bank of America. Spirit says yes. Bank of America is significant. Tell me about Bank of America. You're receiving your coronation. You're receiving your crown. You passed your test. You got your wings. You were crowned by your ancestors, all right? You were given permission to channel this energy. And somebody from your past wants to come back around. They believe you belong together. All right? Please. We don't care what you believe. We know the truth. You're a direct descendant of Mary Magdalene and Jesus. And something about a life insurance policy. Something you said happened. You're a prophet or a prophetess. This is a church group or a Christian cult. Your grandpa left everything to you. Put it where it fits. Don't have to be a grandpa. It was an insurance policy. All right. And this church group stole it. You're a seer. All right. That's how you know. You left them behind. Somebody has connections to the court. Somebody could work in the court. We got Chase Bank. You're about to be with your kingdom spouse. There's something significant about your apartment and your landlord. They could work with these people as well. There's something about a group chat. Israel is significant. This couple took you from your real mother, all right, and lied about an adoption. And that's what I was trying to say in one video I recorded. I was like, they lied about an adoption. That's because they didn't adopt you. They took you, okay? Somebody was a fatal attraction. Your ex-husband is a fatal attraction, all right? There could be something about solar flares that are going to hit the earth. All right. The deep state knows about this. You were sleeping with the enemy. All right. With Julia Roberts. Sleeping with the enemy. And your sex is divine, and now this person is a fatal attraction. Now your ancestors are helping you here and protecting you from this obsessed fatal attraction. They're about to be raided. All right. They're about to be raided. They need to be worried about this is your twin, okay? It's your season. All right, this is your time. It's your time. You're gonna win because it's your time. They wanted to remove the God gene. This genetic modification with this quantum dot tattoo is to remove the God gene, okay? This is gene editing in America, okay? You're here to bring justice for yourself and others. You're going to be able to hire a maid and a driver. You're unbeatable. They're going to jail. Somebody named start with S is going to jail. You're going to win, and you're going to keep winning and keep winning. $10,000 could be the first win. You might sue this person and get $10,000 back. You were a love child here. You were a love child, okay? Somebody could have been in some kind of Aryan Brotherhood here with the KKK. Ooh. Or it could be 3 people whose names start with K. You have PTSD, or these people, somebody here has post-traumatic stress. These people would lie to mothers and tell them that their babies died, but they were really taking these babies and selling them. All right. To rich families. They were selling these babies to rich families. All right. Tell me more. The mask is off. The truth is out. All right. Somebody used arsenic in somebody's food here. Lord have mercy. Why? Because they're jealous of your glow up. Look, I said why? Because they're jealous of your glow up, and because they have a demonic attachment. They tried to sell your house, but it was stopped. They couldn't do it. Their bank account has been frozen. It's over. Your spiritual army is protecting you. Your ancestors are protecting you. Elon Musk could be involved. All right. You could be being monitored by Starlink. There's something about child molestation here. There's some kind of an abduction. All right. Wow. You could have a microchip implant, or these people have a microchip implant. Told you somebody named start with a K. I can't make it up. It could be 3 people who names start with a K. Somebody could commit suicide in this energy. Somebody could have overdosed. It could have been your best friend or your brother here. Somebody very educated. There's an insurance policy on this person. Somebody could be taking a train so they can stay off the radar. They don't want to take a plane because they know if they take a plane, they're going to get stopped at the airport. So they think if they take a train to New Jersey, they'll be okay. They won't get stopped, but they're still going to get stopped. All right. Black crickets. If you see black crickets, they mean prosperity and abundance. Somebody got a loan from the court. Somebody could be Hispanic and they're in the Mexican mafia here. They're a fallen angel. Just call me angel in the morning, baby. Let's pack my feeling for you. Yeah, somebody's suing the bank. Somebody could be suing Chase Bank or suing Bank of America here for the money that they allowed these people to get out. You say my daughter's name starts with a K. Oh, okay. There's definitely some people involved here. And look at this. Now, I was just going to say, there's definitely some people involved here whose name starts with a K. And then this says bitter Karen. So somebody's name could literally be Karen, child. They're bitter, they're mad, they're jealous of how good you're doing and how well you're surviving all of their crap. And now somebody could be having prion disease, CJD, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and this is divine intervention. Somebody could have been an informant in this energy. Somebody may come towards you and see if you want to write a book. They might want you to write a book about your life. Alright? Stay away from this community. I feel like you were guided to leave, okay, this community. Alright? Somebody, you had the ability to talk to animals, Beastmaster energy, okay? You were a miracle baby, okay? Somebody stole a car. There's something about a stolen car. You're helping to solve this family member's murder, whether it's your grandfather or grandmother. Somebody could have been diagnosed with schizophrenia or PTSD. You were called to protect children. So you could have a child who's disabled, okay, or something like that. And that's your calling, to protect children. Somebody tried to unalive you with a root work or Japanese root here. You're about to have a brand new home and get a check for $100,000. The first check will be $20,000, the next check $100,000. Somebody was in the Navy. All right. Somebody wears braids. Ding dong, the Wicked Witch is dead. Alright, you could be seeing bluebirds. The Wicked Witch died of a heart attack. Alright. And the rest are going to jail for RICO crimes. Yes, Spirit says yes. You said you could do it and you did it, all right? Somebody was doing spell work against a child. They're being watched by the alphabet boys here, all right? Over insurance fraud. Something about an insurance policy. I know we weren't trying to do that to a child for insurance money. All right. You got Hecate again. She is very much involved. This could have been a crime against a child. A child. Somebody tried to claim an insurance claim on a child. Hecate protects children. All right. Somebody put a contract out on a person or a child here. The court brought charges against your ex. Your ex was in the Navy. Yep. The court brought charges against this person. This person said you fine as hell and you are sexy, baby. Okay? You're help solving your grandfather's murder, alright? By his own child or children, alright? This mother is a fallen angel. She took the experiment. She was experimented on, alright? Okay, this person, this is what it's talking about. That quantum dot tattoo, that vaccine, alright? That experimental quantum dot tattoo. She is now genetically modified, alright? If she took it. If she didn't take it, then that's different. But there is definitely some insurance fraud down here. They have altered their DNA. They are no longer considered even. Okay, stay calm. Because when this comes out, you're going to want to kill somebody. Especially something you said happened, whatever you said online, it's true about a stolen inheritance. Alright? These people even already got a message of concern here for hacking your social media accounts. Alright? Somebody had an adverse reaction to the COVID vaccine and they're trying to cover it up. Somebody tried to burn down somebody's house. We have an arsonist here for insurance money. You have a sister-in-law involved with fire magic. Karmic mother doesn't get her hands dirty, okay? She got her own daughter-in-law to do this. Or a sister-in-law or something. She didn't get her hands dirty. Something about breathing exercises. Russia is significant. Something about stem cell harvesting in Russia. Alright. Alright. Let's try some more. Somebody conspired to unalive you, but you already know that. You're very wise, okay? You're very wise. You're healing your trauma. You are loved and admired, all right? This was an illegal microchip implant was put in this person, this ex, all right? Everything is energy. So remember, everything is energy. This somebody could be a preacher. Somebody could have blonde hair. This is over some land, okay? Your mother-in-law could be involved. Filing false reports. Somebody name starts with an F. This is a family of witches. Okay? This is a family of witches. Goons and goblins, okay? They need to sit down somewhere. Tell me more about this spirit. What is this? Someone picked up a spirit in the graveyard, so they were doing graveyard magic. Somebody that's supposed to be a preacher is doing graveyard magic. Well, y'all better stop. The Most High God is judging them. This person is under judgment. This could be your mother. This could be a female preacher. This mother went to a Muslim here to have some kind of a ritual done so that she could get this land, all right? And this could be the practitioner or whoever went in the graveyard to get this dirt. They're being haunted by this spirit. Miami, Florida could be significant. They could have went to Florida. They could have went to Miami, Florida to have this done. No, spirits say no. Somebody with blonde hair went to Florida. Your grandfather is here. Your grandfather is involved. I was picking up on somebody had a child for their own father. You're very psychic, okay? All right? They wanted to use you as a biological weapon, all right? Somebody wanted to use you as a weapon, all right? They wanted to use you with the MK Ultra mind control. They were using these people. They were going to train these psychics to be weapons, all right? So they could remote view, okay? Your brother is significant. Your brother could be from Miami. Your brother's name could start with an M. May is very significant. That's next month. Yeah. This person is not your mother that abused you. This is not your mother. She abused you as a child, all right? Jesus said, forgive them, they know not what they do. Something about a warehouse. What is in this warehouse? Planet X, Nibiru, could be in our solar system. U.S. Marshals, FEMA, martial law could be declared. If Planet X is the one that is causing all of this weather to be acting like it is, they could declare martial law. Someone tried to lock your consciousness away. They wanted you to be a walking zombie, okay? Use your hands, you're a healer, all right? Heal, get to healing. Your daughter is a karmic. She worked with the karmic family to lie in court under oath, okay? They all knew the truth. They all knew that this karmic daughter lied in court on you. And something's coming, special delivery. You might have to sign for something. Somebody staged a robbery. You may have been neglected or malnourished. I keep picking up on malnourishment, like not getting enough nourishment. I don't know. But somebody's a male dancer. I told you I was picking up on somebody that was gay for pay. They could also be an exotic dancer, okay? Somebody is into ancestor worship. They do hoodoo, this male dancer. And see, this is the person that I've been picking up on. The conflict between the ex, okay? The down low thing. There's another masculine in this energy. Somebody was emotionally abusive, all right? The family secret is you're adopted or you were taken or switched at birth. You're working with Oshun, or someone is trying to conjure Oshun and Papa Legba. They could be using 5G towers against you in your dream state. Alright? But your dreams are coming true. You could also have CPTSD, which is a mental illness from prolonged abuse and trauma. I know. I'm trying to get to something new. The voodoo doll disappearing, false flag attack and events, creating false events in your life here. creating towers, especially if this is somebody you have to deal with on a daily basis. It's like there's always some kind of emergency that you have to save this person from. It's something about some poisoning here in Louisiana. Come on, Spirit, give me something here. Somebody biracial. This is a biracial couple. She works with the police and this organization. And she set up this karmic masculine. Alright? She set him up. Your karmic ex that was already married. You have somebody in your family that is an activist, or maybe you're some kind of an activist with the Black Panther activism. Your house is going to be returned to you. You had to break several generational curses here. It was more than just your bloodline. You have actually had to break a bloodline of one of your father. All right. Somebody could live in Arizona. There's something about a comet. One week microphones. Somebody, they could have put a microphone in the church. They put cameras and microphones in the church. Wow, they bugged the church. They bugged the building. Ooh, get off of me, man. Your mother was pregnant with twins and one died. This keeps coming out. You're with your soulmate or you're about to be. Spirit says forgive them. Stay optimistic. You are a prophecy, all right? There's something about you being a prophecy or being prophesied about. Meditate. Somebody could be 6 weeks pregnant, or something's going to happen within 6 weeks. Capricorn energy. Karmic child involved. Settlement, protection, trust. Didn't tell you you were adopted. There's going to be some kind of a plague, okay? This could be the bird flu. Your income is about to increase, all right? Your grandparents from your father's side are going to tell you the truth. Your ex is stalking you, all right? It's going to be a gender reveal. Somebody gets 6 weeks pregnant, you're going to get your gender reveal. Somebody's karmic mother was raped by a football player in high school. Somebody she was dating. You were protected, all right? And now she's still plotting on you. They've still been checking your Akashic records, still trying to hex you, all right? Now they're being by this spirit that they picked up in the graveyard. Somebody could be trying to change their appearance to hide from the authorities. And I make new cards, and you would swear I don't make no new cards because I don't see nothing new coming out. Give me something new, Lord. Yeah, there's going to be martial law. It's either going to be the banks are going to collapse or the stock market is going to collapse. It's something where the banks are going to shut down and martial law is going to be declared. All right. If your tubes are tied, make sure you don't have the fleshy clips, okay? Because they have been recalled for migrating through the body, okay? They have been a recall on the fishy chips. They call fishy clips. They use them for your tubes to get tied. All right. Conspiracy to commit murder. All right. 111, 1111. I'm gonna go. Operation Paperclip, CIA. There it is. You were under some kind of programming here. Operation Paperclip. You can look it up. CIA, Operation Paperclip. Here we go. Police Department, police chase, hot pursuit. They surrendered. All right. Somebody surrendered. And they say the devil made them do it. This biracial couple, this Bonnie and Clyde couple. You're some kind of a warrior here. These people were actors. They were putting on a performance. They were falsifying documentation. You're going to be starting a new job. Somebody could be an Aries. This is your justice. Sit back and enjoy the show. Somebody could be having headaches, migraines, stressing out. They could die suddenly. Somebody's going to die suddenly. Whoever's been spying on you, they're going to die suddenly. You're tapped in. I'm tapped in. Tap, tap, tap. Okay? Yeah. You're seeing all the signs and synchronicities. You know what's going on. You're not in the dark. You have somebody helping you that's an ex-FBI agent or a retired police officer. They've been helping you behind the scenes. This is someone that was supposed to protect your mom or your dad. Something's going to happen. Something happened last month. That's this Aries energy. They always come out together. Whatever Aries this is, they're born in March. You got Mother Mary here, divine feminine energy. Somebody works with the government. They work with CPS or some type of child protective services. LA is significant. Nobody stood up for you. You had to stand up for yourself. Somebody was keeping abortion fetuses alive for adequate blood flow for harvesting. Okay, they harvest off of fetal tissues and abortions. Somebody had 2 wives. The second wife was the copycat. They did an improper transfer of your land to the second wife. You're going to be the first millionaire in your family. $5,000 is significant. You survived an occult. Somebody has a hydrogel biosensor. They're being monitored from inside of their body. They're a walking monitor. This is nanotechnology. These people have nanotechnology in their bodies now. There could be a meteor shower that happens right before the comet. Alright? This karmic pastor, that's the head of this coven. Your grandmother knew that this karmic person, what this karmic person did to you. Your grandmother knew that your mother was a witch, okay? And toxic. Somebody said, I made a mistake. Please take me back. I changed. Somebody said, I made a mistake. Please take me back. I changed. No, we ain't doing that. You're walking karma for this person. You're going to be the one thing they want more than anything and cannot have. Something can happen in 30 days. $350,000 in 30 days. Ooh, we wish. Don't we wish, collective? You witnessed some kind of a homicide. There was a homicide here. There was credit fraud done here. You killed them with kindness. Now they want to reunite in a reunion. They want to have drinks. I don't think so. They want to have drinks so they can put some more spell work in your drink. Your ex. It was an ethical decision made against these toxic individuals. Somebody had a CIA handler telling you the CIA is involved. This is some kind of secret classified program here. They were trying to block your wish fulfillment and your third eye. They were trying to block your psychic abilities. And they were trying to frame you and have you wrongfully imprisoned. And then they come back and try to love bomb you and act like, oh, I love you so much, sis. After they tried to cash in an insurance policy on you. But you used your clairsentience and your clairaudience and you got out of Dodge. You were added as a beneficiary to a list of other children. I believe there were 2 or 3 children that were beneficiaries. You're like John Wick, okay? They see you as the boogeyman, this emperor. Your father could be passing away here. And this exotic dancer. We have a male exotic dancer out here that is a malignant narcissist. They work in some kind of a club, alright? This person could be an alcoholic. They could drink a lot. You could be going through your Kundalini awakening. Somebody could be traveling to Taiwan or New Orleans. So you're going through a Kundalini awakening, a Christ consciousness awakening. And you were innocent. They were attacking somebody that was innocent. You didn't do anything to deserve any of this. You're using your clairaudience to get your answers. Alright. This is some kind of sex code. They're divorced. There's some missing children underground. Tunnels. Bahamas. Missing children from the Bahamas. Somebody didn't see this coming. I bet you they didn't. This person that works for the foster care system, they didn't see this coming. I bet you they didn't. You're working with Goddess Aphrodite. She's restoring your beauty from all the glamour spells. And you're manifesting the truth. And that's the main and most important thing, right? After all of this witchcraft, you have Goddess Freya here. Somebody was on the dark web. This person is afraid to leave their home. Somebody watches child pornography on the dark web. Alright? And their computer got confiscated. Somebody is at work watching child pornography on a work computer and got fired on their day off. Can you imagine? Because while they were off, their boss went on their computer and saw something. The spirit is haunting them. Whatever they were conjuring up in the woods, you warned them to stop conjuring. Now they're being arrested by the FBI. You warned them that they were going to be arrested by the FBI. This fake friend and this ex. Trump could be significant and Elon Musk could be significant. Okay. What else? Some type of drug smuggling, for real, for real. Alright, these people have a parasite, a synthetic parasite. It harvests off of their bodily fluids. Alright, they put you in some kind of corrupt adoption here. You were taken, you were abducted, you were kidnapped, alright? Now you're going to have this harmonious, happy life because this homicide detective knows the truth about this conspiracy to commit murder. They know you're not gone. A holiday gathering is significant. I was just watching Long Kiss Goodnight again, and her memories got triggered back after an accident, after a holiday gathering. Okay, she was drinking, she was driving, taking somebody home, and a deer ran in front of the car, threw her out of the windshield. So something traumatic is what may trigger your memory. I don't know. Hollywood is significant. Hollywood is toxic. Okay. You're a natural leader. All right. We're going to be taking over. Where these Hollywood leaders, we're going to be the new leaders. All right. Just your presence heals. All right. Just you being in a room changes the room. Just you being there makes it better. Somebody could have long COVID or some kind of STD infection, the flu. Somebody could have the flu. I mean, it could be the flu. It could be pneumonia. All right. Somebody's trying to set you up. The privileged lady using your social security card. Now they're going through a tower. They wanted you to be like them. Somebody really believed you're like them. Like nobody's that good. You're not that good. You're not that sweet. Somebody, they are into Luciferian. They are witch. They do witchcraft. Ifa. You're creating a legacy. This is a karmic reader. Karmic reader. Karmic cousin. You got a karmic cousin that's a karmic reader. Wow. That never came out together. Your karmic mother was left out of a will. So she contested it because you were the beneficiary and everything was left to you. She tried to prove diminished mental capacity. She tried to prove diminished mental capacity. LA could be significant. The local police department have been involved. Wow. Christ consciousness, 144,000. Body of Christ return. Indiana, significant. Okay. Someone did not follow the ancestors' instructions. That's why they being haunted, because they ain't do what they were told to do. They was told exactly what to do, and they did the opposite. This is somebody they on drugs secretly. This is somebody live a double life. You're getting this new beginning, this fresh start, and somebody did not want you to have this. They wanted you to be stuck in the past. You are a targeted individual. They've been gang stalking and targeting you. If you have a deceased ex, they left something for your children. Said you were having a nervous breakdown. Did I not just say that? That they were trying to prove diminished mental capacity. Said you were having a nervous breakdown. Somebody wears their hair very short, like a man cut, but it's a woman. This is a woman, but she wears her hair real short. There's a baby daddy that unalived their own wife. Wow. And they got stopped at the airport. Somebody want to see you face to face. They kidnap pregnant women, and then they sell their babies. They kidnap pregnant women. They abduct pregnant women, and then they sell their babies. That's what your father did to your mother, I guess. I don't know. Ooh, 555. It's a number of change. Change is on the horizon. Somebody could be a mob boss. Alright. Please like, comment, share the video. Thank you. Yeah, the Hellhound COVID-19 variant. Somebody could have the Hellhound COVID variant. Jerusalem is significant. Somebody has this Neuralink. They have this Neuralink. Oh my gosh. This person that took this experiment, they don't know how they have jacked their bodies up. Somebody named start with an A. They don't know how they have jacked their bodies up, man. They could be having headaches because of it. This Neuralink. Okay. Let's see, what else we got? Somebody, they thought they were above the law. Somebody thought that they could child traffic and they were above the law. Child trafficking, fake adoptions, working with adoption agencies, abducting children to sell them. They're under the wrath of God, period. Your mother's scared of voodoo. This religious organization, they're scared of voodoo. They are deathly afraid of voodoo. Somebody poisoned somebody with cyanide. Cyanide poisoning. This person thought they were above the law, that they would never get caught for poisoning somebody. They did this to you. They gave you cyanide poisoning just to see if it would hurt you. How sadistic is that? Cyanide poisoning. Someone gave you cyanide poisoning, something deadly, just to see if it would hurt you. The church was supposed to be continued by a woman, all right? The church was supposed to be continued by a woman. Mary Magdalene was supposed to continue Christ's teachings, all right? So that's why we are rising now. Did not have the fear of the Lord. These masculine dominant religions, they don't want to let a woman lead, okay? But there is a woman here that is going to rise. This is the daughter of Eve, all right? And she is rising to tear down this male-dominant, male-run religion or system, all right? A woman who is in her north node and in her destiny and purpose. She is bringing down this male-dominant religious system. They don't want a woman to, no, they don't. That's why they have erased women from the Bible mostly. Is hardly, if you have a woman in there, it's because she's a prostitute or she, Mary Magdalene was not just a prostitute. She was a prophetess. Jesus told Mary Magdalene more secrets than he told the disciples. All right. So the divine feminine that is rising, she is going to come up against this false god. All right. There's a false god that's been masquerading as the one true God. And she is going to bring down this false system. Someone admires serial killers. They have no fear of the Lord, I tell you. They admire serial killers. This Bonnie and Clyde energy. You're an African princess, all right? Your karmic daughter is here. The court knows the truth about your karmic daughter, okay? That she lied under oath. You will own your own home if you don't already, okay? Saint Anthony wants to work with you. Saint Anthony is the saint of lost objects or lost things. If you need a miracle, he's the one to call on. Well, I call on the Most High God, but El Paso is significant. These people were being fake and two-faced. They are very fake. This karmic mother, there's a karmic mother that tried to abort a child, but the child survived. All right. When you apply for disability, when it was approved, that's when they realized you were still alive. Paris is significant. This is the phrase, Lord, do it for me. Lord, if you don't do it, it just won't be done, by Zacardi Cortez. All right. You might want to listen to that song. It makes me want to cry. They promise immigrant mothers that their babies will be citizens, and then they steal the babies and sell them. All right. So they do this to immigrants. You're a descendant of Ramesses III, the pharaoh that Moses had to go up against. I don't know. Something about the Grim Reaper. Ramesses III is one of your descendants. They have you as passed away on paper. They faked your death. They faked your death. I'm telling you. And they thought they got away with it. Not, but they have lung cancer. This is their karma for faking your death. The feds are watching. What is this? Feds watching under surveillance. There was a child born stillborn. Karmic sister involved. Karmic daughter involved. All right, what else? Yeah, man. I thought I was going to have good. There's something called aflatoxin poisoning. So there's some kind of poisoning. And aflatoxin, or morphine overdose. They overdosed somebody on morphine. Somebody that was in the hospital already. Now this person is going to wear a wire and expose all of them. This mother and this fake friend. They smoke too much, they drink too much. Alright, I'm finna get out of here because my living room turned into a whole nother place at night. I don't like it. What? I'm finna get out of here. The buzz is taking over. They come in when the door opens and they find ways to get in. You broke the back of poverty here, and they're just watching you, illegally surveillancing these evil family members. Alright? Alright, y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. Thank you for stopping by. You have a good night and rest well. I will. I'm finna go to bed, child. I ain't finna stay up no more. I might come back on in the morning. Alright. Please donate to the Cash App if this resonated. I'll see you tomorrow.